Hello and welcome back to the next episode of Another Brick in the Mall. You can see that we are reworking things today, trying to come up with a little bit more of a streamlined approach to our base premise of making a little outlet mall so that we can get some money to expand upwards and outwards into a proper mall layout. So, the two stores here, they were working. However, I've decided to combine them into one single large store. And that is simply because I think it'll be a better use of resources. And we'll be able to pull together two different checkout counters so we can get through the queue lines a little bit quicker. So, let's go ahead and lay out these new queues. Like that. And we can start thinking about what we want in this area. We're almost done researching clothing supply. In fact, I'll go ahead and leave it on triple speed so we can finish that by the time we completely rework this whole area over here. Now, what I want to do is go ahead and get I guess some shelving units laid out. I don't even think these are set as stores anymore. No, so no one's really going to show up anywhere right now. And this is kind of as close as we will be able to get it to, here we go. So we'll do a nice solid row of food shelves there. And then we can kind of do the same thing like this. In the middle section, we'll need some frozen food, some cold food storage as well, you know, for drinks and things. This is a little bit more like a convenience store over a proper full grocery store. Where is it? Okay, there's the fridge. So we just need 3 of these, I believe. So 1, 2, and 3, just like that. Alright, we can get some normal shelves for more utilitarian type goods. And then this back wall will be one last utilitarian and another food shelf, say for pet food or something. A little bit more off to the side at the end there. At this point, we'll go ahead and assign this spot back into a storage. We'll re-put this as one big store. So we'll just draw that out there like that. We're going to go ahead and manage and assign the storage to the store. This is going to be a much more, almost 24/7, not quite. They're going to open at 7 in the morning. And they are going to stay open until midnight. You know what, let's do 8 till midnight. So it's a 16-hour period. It's 2 shifts of 8 hours. However, we're going to do something a little bit different than before, I think. Okay, so beyond that, we're going to need some staff. We're going to need some cashiers. And faster the better, because we want to get these people through the queue as quick as possible so that we can make more money as quick as possible. So we're going to start out with 4 cashiers. I guess we'll just have a morning shift and an evening shift kind of deal with a little bit of overlap kind of in the morning and in the evening. We'll definitely more bulk up the dual person in the middle of the day because that should be the busiest section. Alright, we also need to hire probably one, you know, we might need 2 stock clerks if this is going to go this way, but we'll start with 1 because I don't think we will go through a full stock in a single go around. If we take a look here, we're going to start you at 7. You at 7 as well. Actually, no, a little past 7. I think. So let's get everyone. You get to kind of finish out the day. There we go. And then you get to kind of center up our pyramid a little bit like this. So 3 cashiers, not really what I want. I want like a little bit of overlap of 3, but not as much as you would think. I think something like this. There we go. And that should work out for us. This person might need to work more of the... Maybe they're just kind of a temp that's hired here. They work 4 hours. And then the last person can kind of work all the way through. Work duration. I just want to set it there. That's essentially what I want to see. I want to see that kind of drop off a little bit myself. All right. So we'll go back up to 2 for a little bit, 1 for a little bit. No. I kind of wish this was a little bit easier to kind of see exactly what I was adjusting. So 2 8-hour employees and then a 6 and a 4 hour. I think that'll be good. Are we saving any money on salary? I think one person makes $1 less an hour. Stock clerk, you have to kind of show up a little bit early and maybe work 10 hours just to make sure we can get to about 6 p.m. And then at that point, I'm not really too worried about the products not being stocked. All right, so let's go ahead and grab some items and assign some of these shelving units. So over here, this is kind of the main section of the store. So we can do canned food, canned food. We need some actual, let's do breakfast cereal and sliced bread. We can then grab some rice and pasta, sauces and seasoning. We can grab some coffee and tea. And then some cookies. We can do some snacks. Kind of have a candy aisle back there. And here we can just kind of double up on something. So you know what? Let's make this combination the breakfast aisle, and then we can essentially double up on bread right there. Okay, now over here we can set pet food in case they need that. Let's grab some houseware items such as cookware and dishes. We'll also probably need some light bulbs, I think. From there we can do, actually, do we need light bulbs? Yeah, light bulbs, why not? Okay, toilet paper and some diapers. We'll round that out. And for the frozen section, we don't have anything crazy unlocked, so we'll just have all 3 variety, and we'll be good to go. So that is the proper kind of mart there. I'm terrible at naming things, as you guys know, if you've been a fan of the channel for a little while. And so what I'm going to do is every store you guys get to name. So go ahead, tell me what the name you want this to be. This is kind of a 24, not quite 24/7 quickie mart. And then up top here, this is going to be our clothing store, which is what we get to work on now. I'll set it to double speed just so things can progress a little bit quicker. So we have a little bit of a back storage room, and then this giant U-shaped building is going to be all of our clothing lines. So let's get going on this retail giant as quickly as possible. So I think that should work. And we can go from here into, no, let's do some shelves. I want to have a little shoe department. I think just back here. All right. We need to have some areas for other elements, but I think we first need to assign this to be a store, because I think at that point it doesn't quite know what it wants to be. This will be storage. We have people arriving. Stock is being had here at the mark, which is pretty cool. First kind of cashier is arriving. We'll have a single cashier in the morning, and again, we'll increase and decrease as the day goes through. Alright, so store number 2. Let's go with storage. Storage load. 70%. I don't know why it's setting itself to 69%. That's kind of bugging me a little bit. We also want to hire probably a janitor. I don't have one of those yet, and as our foot traffic increases, we're going to need some more. I'll tell you what, you're the fastest guy in the world, and people like you, so that makes up for your lack of cleaning skills. And we can go back into looking into setting up some clothing racks over here. Maybe even a small little plant of some kind. Let's take a look. There's no real good decorative objects. At least not yet anyways. I'm sure they'll just keep adding them as the game progresses. So we'll just do that right now. I don't want to have too much along the wall clothing choices. I want some, but definitely not a crazy amount. And I kind of want to alternate the direction here of these things. And I just want to leave little spaces around. Not because it's efficient by any means. It is definitely not, but it is good looking. And half the battle is making it look good. So that's as far over as that can go. And I think over in this direction we can have a little bit of an underwear aisle as well. And we have some extra room if we want to use it here eventually. Down here, the store is open. Both people are manning the counters. The stocks are not fully up yet, but we'll get there, and hopefully they'll be able to manage by themselves. They do work a little bit extra to do so, but as they get better, it will proceed hopefully accordingly. A lot of traffic coming through, which is good. Let's go ahead and assign this stuff. Let's go with clothing. This will be the men's shoe aisle here, and this one will be the lady shoe aisle, if I can speak. Wow. All right, I'll just stumble over my words this whole episode for you guys. This will be some t-shirts. This here will be some pants. Let's do some jackets along this wall here into some coats. Alright, and we can do some shirts along here. We can do a whole bunch of shirts along here. Alright, this kind of middle section, this will be some dresses. Plenty of choice and product placement abound. I am interested to see what you guys are going to name these two buildings, because it's just one of those things I'm just so bad at. Let's go build and do road work. We need some customer parking just along here. You know, I want to leave that green space, and I think that just looks really nice to do. So don't want to overdo it too much with the parking. There we go. The store is definitely picking up. Queue lines are being used. Oh! Our clothing supplier is fully complete and researched. I forgot to change that over. It looks like it automatically wants to research cold chain, which would be interesting because I think that's a prerequisite for restaurants. And I wouldn't mind some food next. So we'll get restroom and then restaurants 1. And kind of go for there. Maybe after the cold one, we'll do some butchers. So that people can get some fresh meat and protein in them. Alright. Yeah, the queue lines are getting a little long, but hopefully they'll manage and get through it. All right, here, this was gonna be, I know there's shirts, right? And this will be, I guess, t-shirt. Need some more pants, I think. And then what are we really short on? Pants are always kind of a pain to find, so we'll have plenty of that. We also need some men's underwear. And some women lingerie. There we go. This store is basically assigned and set up. So let's go into it and see what we need here. Now this is going to be a standard clothing store kind of work hour. So it'll be open till, I think, at 8 in the morning till about 10 o'clock. Yeah, about 10 o'clock. So 8 to 10 they will be open. So we need to hire a few cashiers. Get these guys set up. Man, your job applicants are terrible here. Like, I can train someone to be a cashier. I can't train them, I don't think, to be quick at their job. So cashier, kind of the first one will arrive here at 7. They'll work their full hour. Second person will arrive more, say, at 11. They'll work their first 8 hours. And then the last person will kind of arrive more at 1 o'clock, work their full 8 hours, or maybe even, yeah, maybe 2 o'clock. Actually, 3 o'clock, and you can work 7 hours. In fact, you can work 7 hours too. There you go. I kind of really want this step pyramid effect there. I'm going to hopefully save money on salary costs over time. It's not much. It's $1. Really, the difference is going to be negligible, but it's going to be important. So higher stock. We need to definitely get stock in here. You're going to have to work 8 hours as well. In fact, stock can work 10 hours. I'm not expecting them to run out before the next morning by any means. Alright, we're down to our one last person working the cash register. You can see the line gets a little long. They get a little grumpy as, you know, the day goes on and they just want to go home. You can see a lot of them definitely enjoy looking at their phones going through here. But, you know, hopefully he can get better at, I mean, his speed's pretty good for just starting out. I mean, his cashier ability is pretty high. You know, not too many people are getting grumpy with this, so hopefully store number 1 made some profit today. 45% profit for its very first day of being reopened, and under new management, they are making some money. So at this point, let's, I need to build a quick object back here. I need a staff door kind of at the back side of this loading zone so people can actually get in there. There we go. Alright, now we just have to wait and see. Next morning, we'll have our first clothes store up and running. And I hope you guys can come up with a cool name for this. And also let me know where you guys buy your clothes. Old Navy, American Eagle, you know, what have you. I won't judge too harshly. And here we go. We got stock person arriving here at the grocery store, restocking some of the stuff from the previous day. Not too much ran out, really. You know, we became a little light on some things, but overall we managed, and really that's all we can account for. Save money, people. It's all about saving money and just skimming that line so you can make maximum profit for as long as possible. All right, here we go. Double people coming in. Queues going quickly. Store 2 is not open. I don't know why. Assign storage. Okay, there we go. So maybe they'll actually open now, and check a look at our staff. You can see they're gonna come in. They actually should have been in work, but it looks like they kind of skipped out on us. Maybe Julie will come in for the late final shift here for clothes. That would be ideal. Please don't steal my items. Why'd I bother opening you? Okay, good. We have a cashier going now. So if people need clothes, they'll at least be able to check out if that is something that they want to do. And wow, this market is hitting a real busy streak here around 4:30 in the afternoon. People are getting off work. They want to come home, cook dinner. And so here they are. I mean, we're missing some buying opportunities because the queue line is just that long, but there's really not much I can do about that. And now we're back down to one cashier managing all of this again. Good old Noah. He is a trooper going through this queue as quickly as possible. So this store should open up tomorrow. We made profit! Holy cow, we made profit today. What's this? Sell 30 different types of products, $10,000. Let's see. So we're about 9 away from that. Turn a daily profit over $100. That would be... Oh, wow, we made that. So that's $10,000. We're making these stretch goals. Make 500 total sales. We'll do that probably tomorrow. 100 customers on site. We're not really close to that one. So is the clothing store fully stocked yet? Not quite, but we also were cut short a little bit near the end there. I really like having the shoe store kind of mixed in. This is going to be a nice kind of family, hopefully a family store that they can, you know, shop here, get stuff for the fam. And then in the mall, there'll be a little bit more specialty stores, like specific shoe store really only. Maybe some underwear and socks. You know, that's what you find in those type of places. Restocking for the previous day. Let's go into the manage screen and actually go into the maintenance center. We need to make sure our janitor is going to be here because he starts at 9 in the morning, but to be honest, I would prefer him when he leaves. I'm going to reassign him to work the night shift because that's when they would normally kind of just finish washing their clothes and things like that. Alright, clothing store is underway. The single cashier seems to be doing fine. It's not super popular, but we are kind of full up on parking spaces, which has me a little worried. So let's go ahead out back. Just across the street here, we're going to go to roadwork and customer parking. And just assign a whole new row. Same thing here and same thing. Actually, no. That's too much. There we go. We'll just have to see. It's an outlet mall, so I'm not really overly concerned with parking. And holy cow, that construction sound is just a little loud. The audio balance in this game, you can't really mess with it too much. Alright, people coming in and shopping for some clothes. They are not, but they are now. So they're essentially, when they are able, they come in and see what they can get at this general clothes retailer. And we can go from there. We can also, I guess, let's go ahead and build some custom flooring for this. I think something smooth, you know, just throughout here would look good. And then inside the storage room we can do this kind of smaller tile. Same thing with this. And then here we can, I don't know if you guys have ever seen a store do this. This is kind of common. Let's do a more clean color. go. Clothing stores and things like that will kind of do this from time to time, where they have these little pathways marked out with a different tile so people don't take their carts through the aisles. So that's what we will do. And that's day 9. So let's take a look and see where we are. Maintenance center is, well, not making us any money. Storage 3 is not making us any money. Store number 2, this is our clothing store. It's a 67% profit margin, and that is pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that one. Oh, I need to manage our janitor real quick. Give him his new hours kind of in the evening into the morning. Yeah, that would be better. Okay, store number 1. How are you? 54%. So up a little bit from before. It was 45% profit margin, but I think they're getting the hang of it. As they get better and better, they can hopefully get through those queues a lot quicker over time. So I think that's it for this episode of Another Brick in the Mall. If you guys have any suggestions for store names, do let me know, because that is something that I really want help on. And plus, you guys get to actually contribute a little bit to the series, and that's what I enjoy doing here on YouTube. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you want to see some more creative goodness such as this. Hit that like button, leave a comment, and I will talk to you all tomorrow.